Mike knows how to play Mafia, so I'll explain to everyone else. So, if you have a red face card, that means you're Mafia. That means that every night when we go bed by, you get to kill people. I'll instruct you through that.
Sorry, you said a red face?
Red face, Mafia.
Any card, it could be king, whatever.
Yeah. Black Queen. Black Queen. That is the healer. Every night I will ask you, who do you want to heal tonight? That saves them from being killed by the Mafia or the Vigilante. So you will point at someone just to indicate that you'd like to heal them.
Can't heal yourself twice,
Yeah, you can heal yourself, but you can't heal the same person 2 nights in a row. Black King, that is the investigator. Same deal, point at someone to indicate that you'd like for me to investigate them. I'll give you a T for town or an M for Mafia, and then you'll know what role they are.
You said healer can't do it twice in a row, but could you do like yourself and then one person, then yourself, then one
Yes.
person? Okay.
Yeah. The Ace of Spades is the Vigilante.
It's not going to work the second time. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
what song is that?
Stop.
Don't
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Was that made by like a friend of yours?
Enough from the peanut gallery.
Ace of Spades and the robot.
The Vigilante gets to pick one person per game, a gun with 1 bullet in it, and they get to shoot someone with it. It's great. Don't we love that? Don't we love the Ace of Spades?
Who made that song?
Motorhead.
Motorhead. All right.
Motorhead.
If you have a black number card, you are Vanilla Town, and you can do nothing special, and you never will. All right. I'm gonna hand the cards out now. Please do not show them to anyone, but you can look at them.
Cards, I think you shut down.
I'll count again, but I'm pretty sure I got 17, and we have 17.
Can you say the rolls once we have the cards again?
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do a roll
That
check.
was it. It's just
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
plus 1 because Mike is.
Mike Hayes, that's right. That's why we have 16.
Also, we're gonna do it in another name check because we got some new guys in here.
Huh?
Another name check because we have some new.
Oh yeah, we might as well do a name check right now. Everyone, we'll start with Bundun. Say your name.
Or Bun, either one.
Sorry, can you say that again?
We're gonna do a name check real quick.
Bun or Bun, whichever's easier.
Hi, Bun.
Bobby.
B-Bats.
Iggy.
Bambi.
Jer Expert.
You go.
Vish.
Mike Hayes, X25, top neon player.
Rishi.
Zane.
Rachel.
Josh.
H box.
Brian.
Logan.
I need
Okay.
a dual one again.
Mike's back.
Jer Expert.
Can I call you Jer?
Yeah, but that's actually my real nickname.
Oh, cool.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and
Okay.
hand out the cards
How do you
again.
spell your name?
Please.
J-E-R.
Wait, I can't even hear what?
Okay, so J-E-R.
Okay.
Expert.
Jer Expert.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you alive right now? Like, am I awake?
What was your name with the duck hat?
Bambi.
Okay. Oh, you're the young one player.
You're Bambi?
You're crap.
One who
Sing your
busted a
clips.
bottle over Dark
Are y'all done
Jackson.
looking?
You didn't get it too good.
Y'all don't know about Bambi? That's crazy.
Wait, what's your name
Three
again?
hearts?
To the left of Sora?
Rachel.
Rachel? Nice to meet you, Rachel.
Okay, once again, if you have a black face card, you are town and you have a special role. Black King is the investigator.
Just do it like poker.
Thank you, H-Box.
I
Black King is the investigator. Black Queen is the healer. Ace of Spades is the vigilante. All other black number cards are Vanilla Town. Red face cards, Mafia. Okay, let's go ahead and check everyone's rolls. So everyone please put your head down. Put your head up when I call for your roll. No peeking. All right, Mafia, please look at me. There should be 3 of you. Thank you, Mafia. Investigator, please look at me. Thank you, Investigator. Healer, please look at me. Thank you, Healer. Finally, Vigilante, please look at me. Thank you, Vig. Okay, let's talk.
Day 0.
Oh, you said fish?
Yeah,
Oh,
they said
one
fish
more
too.
thing to clarify. Mafia has 1 kill power tonight only. After that, as long as there are 3 Mafia left, they will have 2 kill power. When they go down to 2 Mafia, they'll have 1 kill power.
And they can't double tap, right?
Cannot double tap.
Can they choose not to use their second kill?
No!
So they
That's
have
basically a double
They have to.
Yeah.
They just shoot
It's-
the same
it's-
person twice.
strictly
Bloodlust
Okay.
is too strong.
We wanted to
We chatting?
seem like, oh,
We chatting.
You're
what's
chatting.
going on?
Bobby, you wanna go?
Yeah, I'll just continue, what you're talking about?
Why did you keep one?
Yeah, you might want to so we lynch somebody, and for example, if I'm Mafia, I wanna carry a narrative that B-Bats is Mafia, and then we lynch him, and then, but he actually wasn't Mafia, so now we wanna conceal that we have 1 kill power, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening.
Could you repeat what you said?
Yeah.
I was just explaining why, yeah,
He's
explaining why.
Seemed like a one-on-one conversation.
Pretty much is, but it was about Mafia, so I figured it was relevant
okay,
to
so like
everybody.
They can't double tap. They can't.
One thing we should do is figure out the people who were here last game and weren't here, or are new here for this game. So you were here, you were here, you were here, you were here. You weren't here, you were here. Hugo and Vish and Mike, you 3 weren't here, right?
And Rishi,
And
and
Rishi.
Steve.
And oh wow, yeah. Okay, so a lot of new players here. I'd like to hear from one of the new players, whoever offers to talk first. That helps.
Sure. I think it's really weird that you want to know who all the players are, so it's kind of kill some time before we find out more information.
You'd be surprised.
Well, what information are we really gonna get on like day 0? You know, I think that's actually kind of important.
Do you want to get to the killing? Is that what you want to do?
No, I don't. It's more.
This is going excellent.
I forget. No.
We're all we dead
Yeah,
then.
no, I forget about the Aussies in the room, but But I will say, I think knowing who was here last game is really important because like. It's kind of like all the people that were here, we're gonna see energy changes. Like Logan, for example, right by this point last game was making accusations, and now Logan has set up a triple defense. But I'm gonna throw the Pikachu over it.
Oh shit.
Stop putting me off.
I don't think.
Wait, who had Santa? Okay, never
I
mind.
don't think you can like ambush
showdown.
someone with the
Who was Mafia last time?
Iggy, Rian,
J-Mook.
and
J-Mook.
J-Mook, but J-Mook's not here.
Dude, no one's gonna trust me
We
anymore.
can get
You
twice
were
in
called-
No, I'll trust you this time.
You would heal out.
And Mech was Midge.
Who wants this? I just want to
Zane,
ask.
Zane wanted it.
Zane.
Yeah, so I guess early in the game, just kind of just like random conversations going. I think it's good to like kind of establish a framework on how we kill people. Basically, early on, you don't have that much information, so you're gonna want to see like who's contributing to kind of the noise and kind of like not contributing much that's, you know, a part of efficient discourse. And that means you might kill a town person, but if they're a bad townsperson, then that's fine for the early rounds, right? Or you kill a Mafia, so that's kind of the strategy early on.
Yeah, I just want to say, I think the useful thing that we can get from like learning who was in the last game, the thing that'll actually lead us forward, is who was lurking, who was not contributing last game. Especially, I heard like, Rian, you were pretty quiet and you were Mafia, right? And so...
I mean...
That's bad news.
No, that's just, I don't know if you're Mafia now,
that
but
bad.
I'm gonna want you to speak because you clearly like to lurk if you're Mafia. So, you know, you want to put pressure on the people who were lurking before, because if their preferred strategy is to lurk, then they'll fuck up and then you can catch them or something.
Alright, Logan, let's hear it.
Let me kill, not one.
You're evil. Scar.
Wow.
Scar.
Wow. Well, your powers,
I was
your
saying
powers
last game
of,
how fucking chaotic this kid
your
is.
luck ran long enough.
He just says things.
My what?
Your luck. Now I know that you don't exist as a divine being.
Alright, just to attest, just for the people that weren't here, Scar last round attested to the fact that Logan multiple times in a row at the beginning of the game got his roll right every single time. And now, I don't know, I don't know if the luck ran out. Because I see you trying to still look relaxed, but who's going to be relaxed in this position? You're
Are you being serious? You're on the record right now.
I'm a BTS fan. Shout outs to Papa John's.
No, it's true.
It's gonna be proof of this until you die.
I just feel like on its face, you know, it's a guess. We know that it's a guess,
my
right?
God.
And to guess
Yeah.
that one person is Mafia, it's like I feel like he's guessing town Mafia, town Mafia. It wasn't actually that complicated. That's what he did. And it's more likely I'm going to be town practically every game.
Sure.
So you got lucky one time. So are you actually arguing?
No,
that you think that
I'm
I'm not calm.
I'm only saying, like, I want to keep everything in perspective.
calm.
You know?
Let's go for 2 more minutes.
He's down.
I'm just saying that Logan looked me dead in the eye after the first night and says, "Why did you kill Gen X?" And I was Mafia. So maybe his reads are right.
Oh shit.
Also, like,
I'm ready to kill Scar. He's not too good.
But also,
Look at
he said that J-Mook was investigator, when it turns out he was Mafia, so he was wrong with that.
But he admitted that.
Did he
admitted
really
that.
yell out
all
these accusations? Yeah, it was nonstop, bro.
That's chaotic energy.
are we just down to kill Logan? Like, is this what we're agreeing to?
I like what Rishi said about the chaotic towns members.
That's kind of what's happening right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
With J-Book, I was hoping that I could just accuse him of something random and get him killed because I didn't have any information on him.
But why you want to get someone killed and just randomly go through
Can we kill
Because
him?
I didn't have any info on him,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I just I couldn't tell him about making this.
So how do we kill him?
Someone.
You gotta do a motion.
Why do you want to kill someone? Why do you want to keep killing?
I have the
It's kind of weird.
I'm Pika
Pikachu.
No, I'm Pika Pill. It's my turn.
Jeez.
So like, is this like normal? Like
The hiding.
like trying to literally hide his face with pillows.
You know about poker?
Yeah. And so, for the record, I know this person pretty well. So I just like I want to like use my friendship powers, the power of friendship, to just like look you. Come here, let me look you in the eye. How you doing?
Tired, dude. I'm super.
I think that's
You're not holding the Pikachu.
That's kind of weird. I think these guys
You are not Pika Pill.
Now you're Pika pilled.
What do you want to know info?
I just
Take the Pikachu back.
Do you trust me from last week? This is what I was talking about.
no, it's
This is a great start for Triple H.
okay.
Just
So first of all, it's not that I'm not trusting you. I literally didn't hear, like, I literally only saw you on the screen still alive, and then like everyone walked out and you were popping off. That's all I know. I know that you won Mafia.
Sacramento.
I'm just trying to like get
This is like 10 layers deep in metagame right
I'm using like the fact that I've known you.
Can we
That
put
is,
a
like, I
bit-
just trying to get information.
Okay.
It's like literally my only.
What
I've
did
never
you-
played Mafia.
What did you find?
Can we hear from people who haven't
Like
talked
you're
about
not like I'm not liking the vibe.
I have an actual piece of relevant information. We should definitely kill a lot of these early rounds because if we get one of the Mafia, then their kill power is reduced, I'm pretty sure. So
Yeah.
How would you feel if you died right now?
What?
How would you feel if you died right now?
I would be depressed for the rest of my life, I think.
I'm actually gonna kill Logan.
Sor, what's that? Is a motion in a second to kill Logan. Please give your defense.
Imagine.
Please don't kill me. I want to play this game. I get voted off every time. Just let me play.
I wonder why.
Just let me play. I don't care.
Alright.
Let him play.
Alright, hands down. We need 9 votes to kill Logan Dunn, the Marth player.
Why?
Please raise your hand if you would like to do that.
Emphasis on Mars player.
Okay, keep your hands raised and put your heads up. That is not enough.
Thank God.
You won me over.
Let's go.
Keep your hands up.
Yeah, keep your hands up if you voted. You voted, right?
I voted.
Yeah, these 4.
You know what? I haven't heard Zane say anything the whole game.
No, he
Oh, wait,
did.
started off
saying a lot.
Are players allowed to lie later on and say they didn't vote the way that they did?
Yeah.
As long as no one remembers, they can say what they
That
want.
seems like a really bad idea though.
Lying is banned in Mafia. No lying.
So I said the thing about wanting to hear specifically who was lurking from the last game. I'll just say I voted Logan because I don't want to go a day 0 without killing. It's like not a good idea. You should kill. And I do agree that taking out chaotic players is a pretty good way to go. And Logan seems to cause confusion.
Yeah, you didn't.
That's
I do feel bad actually.
I voted Logan because it was just like a lot of discussion that it's like previous game stuff that I'm not really privy to as well. So I was just like, this is way too much information that's not really useful. So I don't know. That's why.
Wait, can I actually say really quick before Billy? I do want an answer though. Like for the people who were in the last game, who was lurking? Can someone who was in the last game?
Well, I brought the point originally, so Iggy, right?
Iggy.
It was Iggy, and it was
Rihanna.
Rihanna a little bit, and then
think it was blue.
You were fine, and blue a little bit, but then he came out of his shell. A little
Yeah,
bit
yeah.
too.
You
Oh, and
lurked.
J-Mook wasn't saying
No,
anything.
and
Yeah.
Bun
People
lurked
were so
until he was
afraid.
accused,
Yeah.
in which Bun went like off the wall.
So,
Oh, and Bun.
I was
It's
also
not
new to the
Bun.
game, and I would like to hear from Iggy as well. But-
Sure. Actually, if you're, I'll let you talk first though.
Oh, fun. Alright, sick. So, this could be a really bad route, but I want to trust the people that wanted to vote off Logan to begin with, just because of Logan was an incredible asset last Mafia game when I was a Mafia member. An incredible asset for us. So the people that want to get rid of Logan first, it does not seem like the best decision. So if you were Mafia. That being said,
I didn't want it in the game, but I didn't vote for him for that exact reason. Because,
yeah.
like,
So
somehow got read.
I'm more so to trust the people that did vote. That's all I want to add.
Let's hear from.
I just want to ask one question, which was, what do you think about this, Rachel?
Oh, that's a good question.
I'm 2 for 2 over the couch.
Oh no.
You're goated. You're goated, Shannon.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to use this excuse, but I've literally never played, so I'm just trying to like get the lay of the land.
Okay, I get it. I just want to hear you.
Yeah, I
It's
feel
just in the
like
book.
it cheapens like anything that I say by saying that, but also I didn't vote Logan because I think it's a little bit mean to vote out first round. But I understand that's a valid strat, so I'm just trying to like absorb right now. If I have something to say, I will ask for the Pikachu.
Thank you.
Has anyone else not talked?
Let's hear from these two, and then if we don't have a motion, we're gonna go to bed.
Okay. So I just wanted to I do like Iggy's logic, like it's a reasonable logic. I just want to explain that I was not aware that Logan was an asset. He just seemed kind of chaotic, and they also seemed kind of tidy. And Rishi was like, "Yo, we gotta get rid of the chaotic people." And if you prove to be an asset, obviously, I'm willing to eat crow and voting for you. But it was not like a Mafia play, definitely. It was definitely just we gotta vote off somebody play. Anyways.
I also want to add the claim that I was a Mafia asset. If my accusations were
Wait.
listened to,
Never mind.
I repeatedly asked for an investigation on Iggy. I confirmed 3 town members as town. I don't really think I was too big of a Mafia asset, and I didn't put any motions on anyone that weren't founded by anything. And I don't think I motioned anyone actually. I literally just gathered information the whole time.
All right. Does anyone have a motion?
I have emotion.
Yeah, I know one. Let's go to bed.
Life's hard, buddy.
Really good.
Sleep time.
Sleep time. Bye. Good night. Sleep well. Mafia, look at me. Who are we murdering tonight? Just one person. Remember, it's night 1. We're going easy. Thank you, Mafia. Investigator. Please point to the person you'd like to investigate. Remember, it's going to be T for town, M for Mafia. Thank you, investigator. Healer. Please point to the person you'd like to heal. Thank you, healer. Vigilante. Would you like to use your shot tonight? Okay. Good morning, everyone except Persephone. God rest. God rest.
I'm too powerful.
Whoever's a healer, I love
There
you
was a
so
sage.
much.
No, it was one kill power.
was
that
one
time.
kill power.
Just to be clear.
Now it goes up to 2.
Oh, thanks.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
Anyone want the Pikachu?
Or you caught it.
Yeah.
Caught you.
Anybody want my Pikachu?
Okay, so I was an investigator last time, and what I realized is if I find a Mafia straight away, it's better just to come out and say, this person's 100% Mafia. It also gives just good info, even if you're just faking it, you know?
Because it's worth it to get kill power number 2 to 1.
So if you are an investigator and you did find a Mafia, just say it.
Well, I don't know about that.
It's a little too early to reveal this.
I think.
If you found Mafia, you should say it.
Because
You
of
should
the,
say it.
Because of the kill
basically,
power?
it's
So-
like a permanent nerf to Mafia.
Yeah, so basically,
Okay.
It
basically,
makes
like,
sense to me,
imagine,
but I do see what you're saying.
Yeah, like, you can still guide it and stick around and keep going, but.
And plus, we'll have another round after
I-
because
I-
the medic can then save them.
I think what what Bunton's trying to say is, Tope made a point last game that trading 1 for 1 this early is incredibly important. That is simply the only point
Yeah.
that was trying to be made. That is all. I heard.
Yeah, just to say, like, if we make the sacrifice now, it basically gives us like an additional 4 to 5 rounds to like make sure that we can actually find Mafia. And if we don't, like last game we ended within I think 3 nights, which is like crazy quick. And just the reason is we did not pick off a Mafia super early. And so if you're an investigator, I understand most likely you probably haven't sniped it now. If you do snipe it, please. I think you were raising your hand. Oh, Bambi.
and we should motion at least once per day.
This is a high risk move though, because like if a Mafia person just says that they're cop, then like
We
do
killed
this
them right
thing.
after.
We
We
just
dead, I guess.
We just
Yeah.
dead.
That is still like valuable time
yeah,
though.
we
Like
were
we ended up
that-
losing 5 people really quickly.
Yeah, because we thought Bun Bun kind of reclaimed his Mafia, but he was actually cop last time. So we gotta be careful.
So Rianne kind of just accused herself because she did a big in. I'm like, what's wrong? She's like, the person just like who was accusing me just died, so now I look really sus. And I think like that would be a very dumb move of her to do. You know what I mean? Like she's like freaking out that she self-sabotaged. So
Just actually say.
that would be next level, like in my mind. But for me, it was pretty genuine. So like that's on
Feels honest, feels townish.
Feels yeah, it was a town
I
excel.
like
you know?
that. Thanks for throwing some town vibes.
Yeah, no, I'm just get him out there. You know?
I like
I'm
that.
trying to enjoy this sunny town day. I think he was next.
Is that okay? Thanks, Billy. Hey, Jer Expert.
What's up?
There was a moment when we were talking last round when I noticed you sort of just like staring into the middle distance in front. I just want to know what you were thinking about when that was happening.
Think about what he'd done.
Bro, if I'm gonna be honest, I was thinking about nothing, dude. I was just kind of staring off the distance. If I'm gonna be 100% honest, but I was also just trying to, while I was doing that, just trying to look around and just trying to think
Let's do.
who else it could be.
Let's do Iggy, Bun, then
I'm
Bambi.
going to take all that pressure off right now.
I do want to make it a point. I know
Aiding
you're
and abetting the
suspicious of that,
Mafia!
and I'm sure it's a valid reason, but also it was brought up last game that the entire like day he didn't talk at all. He was just stroking his chin and just staring off into the distance.
Who, Jerry?
I did
So
I
that
did that
seems
last
su-
game too.
Yeah, so that
Okay.
seems
Okay.
really, really town
I
vibes.
think it's Bundan and Scar.
Okay.
Who won next? Oh, especially
It's
for
Bun, then
Jet
Bambi.
expert?
That's right. Yep.
He was talking so much last round.
He was.
He was talking a lot, and now he hasn't talked at all.
That's one of the
but
biggest
Iggy-
indicators.
but
He
Iggy
was-
just said
he was
but
calm
Iggy
last
just said that he was silent.
Last game, you
No,
mean?
he was talking the whole time last round.
He's talking about last
Not
round.
last game.
I'm talking about
Last
game.
last game.
Guess it?
Oh,
You
you're
mean
both-
last game?
Wait,
Oh, no,
are you-
Last game, last
It's,
game,
it's
last
also
game. You're
because
both
we
talking
have more
about last
people
game.
this round, so there's more
Different
people
I like
to
this
talk.
game. I wish we
So
talked
it was a
about
little
this
harder
game.
to get words in
Right, yeah.
edgewise, but even then, I still was trying to put my input in the last round. Sure, I don't know if you remember that, but I was saying stuff. But it's mostly because we have more people this round, some more people were talking.
No, you got this.
I have a couple pieces of information. One, I think Bundan has been offering pretty good like feedback the entire time. I feel really good. I feel really good about Bundan this game. I don't think they would give away all of that like important information if they were Mafia. I mean they could, but like it'd be kind of unnecessary. And I think the Mafia this time are more experienced players because I don't think inexperienced players would kill the person they did. Because like this is kind of like a pretty good Mafia move in that like doesn't really give too much information either way.
Wait, you're saying Mafia killed Stephanie? You're saying that was a good move?
Yeah. Because it's like someone that like it's like hard to get much information on that, right? Like there wasn't like really any accusations regarding it, and like they weren't really like a super prominent figure in the discussion as a whole.
She was talking a good bit.
But Logan, just to say on that point, like Persephone did kind of distract from the conversation, and I feel like an experienced Mafia would have seen that and been like, oh, that's a good person to keep, because we had like a solid minute
Exactly.
where it was Persephone talking to Rianne and solely to Rianne, and that doesn't really give us a lot of information.
I think too it could have been because like was it Persephone that accused me?
I don't know.
It was me.
But
Oh,
she's second
okay.
as emotion.
I think two people did.
I definitely thought like Persephone was putting a lot of sus on me, and it could have been something like they were trying to put even more sus on me by like having like the person who was like calling me out dog or something.
Right. Remind me of the 4 who voted for Logan.
It was
Vish,
us and Persephone. So, are you done, Logan?
Yeah, I'm done.
Hey, Josh, why didn't you vote for Logan after you motioned for them?
Did you hear what he said in defense of himself?
About being depressed?
What was it?
That was when you actually prompted you. I think you got the order of events a little mixed up, Josh.
Uh-oh.
No, but
You're
like,
right, Zay.
like really
Yeah.
sad.
Vince,
It
right?
went like even
Vince,
further beyond your regular sad. To be honest, I just want to see who'd vote for Logan.
That's fair. I mean, weird that you didn't just say that immediately. But
Yeah.
Sorry, I shouldn't have jest. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's my fault.
No, that's fair.
I'll
That
keep it
actually,
down.
no, that does make sense. That does make sense.
There is.
If he was Mafia, wouldn't you vote for him though?
Not necessarily.
No,
Because
there's
if you
like-
feel
there's
that
too
the
many angles
vote,
to look at it.
if you feel, I think that if you feel like the vote isn't gonna pass, then you might not want to be. I don't know.
Right.
Rishi,
I
what do you
don't.
think?
I don't think it.
Rishi,
I don't think
Rishi,
it
I was
really
just
means that
thinking
much,
it.
to be
I'm
honest.
gonna go for 2 more minutes also.
Thank you.
following off what you're saying, like whether or not you would maybe want to not vote if you feel like it's not going to pass. I feel like that is like a weird move to make after the one who initiated the vote, as opposed to just kind of being a bystander. But I don't know. That all being said, I don't feel that much sus about Josh right now. I kind of disagree with what Logan said about Bundun, saying that he's offering a lot of good pieces of information. Not that I'm necessarily sus of you. I'm not saying I'm sus of you. I'm just saying I don't necessarily think what you've been saying so far is that.
Saying
Something like groundbreaking or lightning.
Just because it's mostly about
but
the
it's
last
perfectly
game,
normal.
which I feel like there's only so much we're gonna gather from what the
Yeah.
last game
Yeah.
looked like. And like you were saying, like this. Let's talk about this game. You know.
I was saying because I was saying what I was saying about Rianne with Persephone, how like it'd be really dumb for her to kill her.
Yeah.
No offense.
I want to go full transparency where I was also saying like maybe we should get rid of Logan, and I also didn't vote for him just to be fully transparent.
Yeah.
There's one person in
Why?
the circle who has not spoken yet.
Scar?
It's Vish.
No, I've spoken. I've spoken when I voted, and then I
Oh,
defended
when you
why I
voted?
voted.
Yeah.
When I voted
I
for
do.
Logan.
I want to hear from Vish and Hugo. I feel like.
Oh, Hugo, have you said? I haven't said
There
it.
you go.
Yeah.
Why not?
I'm observing. By everybody.
I'm observing.
I think
What
it
have
is
you
a
noticed,
little
Hugo?
bit weird that Hugo hasn't said much because
Yeah.
in usually past games he would talk a lot even in the first couple of rounds. That's not like a sus or anything. I'm just pointing out some of the stuff I've noticed. The reason why I voted for Logan, I think like the conversation was going way off topic, and I think it's just not really super useful. And yeah, aside from that, I've just been kind of observing people. Josh, I feel like was a little rattled when you were making the joke about why you didn't.
Dude, the delivery was perfect.
The delivery is great. The delivery was great.
I'm just saying.
But yeah, when Zane was just like, yeah, that's fair.
Let's go to Hugo, then Logan, and then motion or bed.
Alright, so I've been kind of quiet because I'm observing there's a lot of new players that I haven't played with yet, and I know the people that I have played with, and I'm trying to just checking their vibes to see how they're feeling. I'm starting to feel more down about Scar as he's going on. He was a little quiet the first round, but then now I see him like making moves. I feel like he's also acclimating to the group, and I was just observing. That's kind of why I haven't really said much.
Do you have
But
any other town vibes?
what?
Any other people you feel are town?
No, that's the problem. It's like I'm not really getting a whole lot from everybody. I feel like he's just chaotic. I don't feel like Mafia vibes. I don't know where to go with Bun or B-Bats or pretty much anybody. I feel a little weird about Rishi.
Top players.
Why do you feel
Zane
weird-
feels fine.
Why do you feel weird
If I say
about
something,
Rishi?
So do you? Could I take
It's
some
a-
final word?
Being a little quiet, and then
Rishi?
yeah.
He was talking a lot.
I agree. Legit.
Rishi was talking a lot.
No, but then like the way Scar asked him to
Scar
start
has some town
speaking, like
leads.
I feel like it was a similar thing.
I see.
Like
You have
he was
town
feeling a
leads?
similar way.
Yeah,
that Chuck
Give
said.
it-
Scars from town.
Scott and
leads.
Logan? Oh, Logan's Scott.
I don't know. I don't know.
Logan
He'll-
volunteered to
he'll-
give it to me.
After
That's my opinion.
No,
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I just wanted to say who I feel good about, and I think it's a good strat to talk about who we feel good about, because it's hecka hard to pick. There's only 3 of us who are Mafia, but most of us statistically are town, so it's good to be like, okay, I noticed this. I like how Sora pointed out
Dude,
that
Hey.
Rianne.
that Rianne said something, and then that's town vibe. So now I feel good about both of them. I feel pleased with what you said, Hugo. Because Hugo and I have a long-standing like rivalry sort of deal.
Yeah, it'd be
Uh,
fishy if we were like I didn't.
Yeah, and that's what I wanted to say.
So so your town reads are Rian, Sora, Hugo.
Yeah, just
Okay.
put a little bit of that out there.
Okay.
So I agree with you that I think Rian is town as well. I feel really bad about Sora, so I'm not gonna do that. But that isn't the focus of why I wanted to talk. The focus of why I wanted to talk was I wanted to get more information from Bambi because you've been really quiet kind of this whole time and like kind of observing, and I just want to kind of see what you thought about that.
Okay, yeah, Bambi, and then
We have to motion,
it's
right?
time.
To motion.
Okay, I'm also just mostly observing. I think the first few rounds are difficult, and so like someone has to do something. So Logan, of course, like was very bold and chaotic. I think like that at least facilitates something. So I'm not necessarily like super sus of Logan for just him like being chaotic in the first like minute or two, and so I didn't vote for Logan.
Do you have any hard reads of anyone?
Not really. I do think it's sussy a little bit that Sora didn't vote for Logan, but like he did say he felt bad for Logan.
You call me sussy?
All right,
I did.
I've heard enough. Does anyone have a motion?
I motion Scar.
It's a
that's
you would get it.
Anybody second?
No.
Honestly, I was gonna motion
Logan anyway on the basis that of the number of times that Logan had their hand raised and how much of the conversation was on Logan, I was gonna motion Logan anyway.
That's why I voted.
You should motion someone who's not contributing.
I just did it. I just
Does
motioned.
anyone second either one of those?
I'll
You
second
still
Logan.
you feel really
Okay.
bad about
So
it?
chaotic.
You're so mean.
Go long.
It's fine.
Go long.
I think it's the best
we don't-
round to
Can I make a motion after this if this doesn't pass?
No.
If it doesn't
Okay, no matter how you feel about me, whether you
Well,
think
actually,
I'm
you're
Mafia,
right,
whether
you
think
can.
I'm town, I really think like killing me is not the play, particularly because like if you think of Mafia, you can definitely gain more information on me as the game goes on, and if it goes to the end, like you can vote for me because like I've been just like fucking sus the whole time or whatever. But like someone who isn't like really saying anything, who's kind of observing, like you are giving them such an easy leeway to just skate through the whole game, just killing people and not saying anything. Like at least I am causing people to like talk or like communicate with each other and share information, which is way more valuable to the town than someone who is just not saying anything. And like calling out all those people will probably get me voted for by those people who are not saying anything, but like whatever. If you want to win this game as town, don't vote for me.
Are you gonna be sad if you do it?
Alright, man. Okay, heads down. Please raise your hand
If
if
we
you'd
don't
like to
pass,
vote
we
for
get
it.
to vote again.
Yeah, we'll get another motion pop.
sleeping.
Alright, raise your hand if you'd like to vote to kill Logan. Huh. Okay. Heads up, keep those hands up if you voted. It's just you four.
Good defense.
Can I make a motion now?
Yeah, go for it.
I want a motion, Iggy.
Dang.
Any seconders?
I feel like you haven't spoken, and last game you did something kind of similar. Until you were put on the defensive, you never really started speaking. So at this point, I'm gonna put you on the defensive so you can start speaking.
Does anybody else want to put in any other motion?
I have a different motion. I want a motion.
Anyone?
Well, does anyone motion?
Anyone want to second my motion? If not, it's fine.
I'm in the market for seconds.
I would motion.
You want to second me?
Hold on. Wait. What's your motion?
I kind of want to hear what Zane says.
Well, sort of can, yeah.
Who are you gonna
Fuck the world.
Mike Hayes. I feel like he's sort of quiet recently, skating by. And yeah, I actually really agree with a lot of what Logan just said, that we should go for quiet people. And
I agree.
Mike is someone
I agree.
who
Is there a second on Mike?
Here we go.
You second Mike?
He does or doesn't talk?
I did.
I'm not done second.
I second.
Mike, your defense.
I'm just absorbing a lot. This is one of my earlier Mafia games, although I have played it quite a bit. But I don't know how people act. I'm trying to also just basically absorb everyone's info. I don't know. Some people seem suspicious, so I'm just watching a lot. I'm town. I don't know.
Who seems suspicious?
For me, Buns, I think just coming out like asking who the vigilante was in it, like immediately to me was like a little sus. I don't know. Like I don't know what the meta is, but that seemed a little weird to me. Like you were just trying to get a power play out immediately as Mafia. That was my read. Logan seems fine. I think Logan's defense is really good, so I didn't vote to kill you. Yeah, I don't know. That's what I got. If you want to kill me, that's fine. If it helps the town to kill me, that's even better. That's fine. We're a team, so either way is cool.
Okay, thank you. Please raise your hand if you'd like to vote to kill the second most handsome Michael in this room.
I'll take it.
Should we heads down?
Yeah, heads down.
Yeah, heads down.
And hands up.
That is enough votes to kill Mike Hayes. Keep those hands up.
Well, that's like
Listen,
Up high.
everyone.
Can't see
but
him.
Who did not vote?
Iggy and Rhiannon.
Iggy, your expert.
No, I voted.
No, I didn't.
Your expert voted. I didn't vote.
So it's Iggy and Rhiannon are the only
I
people
didn't
who
vote.
didn't vote for Mike.
And
I
Bambi.
didn't know.
And Bambi.
Oh,
and Jared and Bambi, right?
Okay.
Okay. Bye, Mike.
See
This
where
town
my
ain't big
welcome
enough for the two of us.
You know,
We'll grab these later.
Okay, we're gonna go to bed now. Hope you all have sweet dreams. Oh shit. Is this it?
No,
No,
it's
that's
a green
mine.
one.
Okay.
I'll find it.
All right, we'll get it to you.
The greens.
Okay. Mafia, please look at me. Who would you like to kill? Thank you, Mafia. Investigator. Who would you like to investigate? Thank you, Investigator. Healer. Who would you like to heal? Thank you, Healer. Vigilante. Would you like to shoot? Thank you, Vig. Okay, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, B-Bats and Bud Dunn, you're fucking dead.
Fuck yeah.
Adios.
Just want to say real quick, I was saying that Bunda was town the whole time. I'm also going to say that I think Hugs and Sora and Scar are all really suspicious still.
What makes you say that?
What?
I just think like the way you've been acting. I also think like
What does that mean? Like, what?
you kind of been a little bit contradictory, and whenever like you get called out on it, you use humor to like kind of escape from the situation, which I think is a really powerful asset for you if you're a mafia. And like you could be town right, and like I'm not accusing you of anything, and I'm not motioning you for anything, but like I think what you have with your humor is a really powerful asset.
Should have killed him.
Wish with my fucking head. No. So I feel like if I was gonna play like this, like that way, right? I wouldn't have jumped into it with the whole re-and backup thing. Yeah, maybe that you can use that as well as like a trying to establish that I'm town off rip. but
Unless I was
it's-
Mafia.
Don't say that.
If we were both Mafia. I mean, then it would. No, I'm being serious. Like, it's important. So.
Oh, I missed
Well, I'm
that.
not.
I missed all of that.
So pretty much what I'm trying to say is, I'm like making a joke, but then I'm instantly like answering whatever is being asked of me. I haven't avoided a question at all.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
answered everything that's been asked of me.
And I think
Sure.
you're the least suspicious out of the 3 people I listed, so I'm fine with like kind of believing you on
So
that.
there's a lot. I think you were first.
Hugs and Scar.
Alright, so Vivat said that I wasn't really talking. I guess that's pretty true in alignment with my previous games, and I really dislike having to bring up previous games at all because we want to focus on the game now. The only thing that, whether it puts me in alignment with Chair Expert, I vouched that he was acting the exact same as he was last game, where he was very town and he was just trying to help. So I do want to say that I did talk at least somewhat. Also, I want to add that I think Logan is acting vastly different and trying to be very, very helpful and trying to. I think Logan is.
Oh, he's trying.
He's being very helpful. I think he's
trying
providing a useful dialogue. And then I also, the only thing, the things that I don't like so far is I feel like Vish and Hugs, who have been very, I would say, avid players, haven't
contributed almost anything, and I also, playing with Hungrybox, I feel like he also dictated the conversation much more, and he hasn't done that once. Whether that is allowing new people to talk and whatsoever, I completely understand. I'm just saying,
to do that.
no, he talked. But last game, as I said, I hate bringing up past games, he dictated and talked and very much led. He was town. He was a medic. He led the conversation to a helpful.
I'm saying I thought I remembered him like pointing to people who hadn't talked yet and like directing the flow like that.
I spoke
At least like
Who's next? I think it was Jared.
I want to go back to what Logan said earlier about Scar and Hugo being innocent, because in my opinion, I got huge town vibes from them. I think they're full town. So I do want to know why you think that they're suspicious.
Okay, so I'm just gonna start with some, like, these are just statements. So I think that's pure chaos to put me and Scar on it. I don't really think you have any like basis for that. Second thing, which we'll get to right after, I want to understand why Iggy and Rian did not vote for Mike. And I also want to add that I voted for Mike because I've known him for a very long time and his answer seemed very nervous. The reasoning wasn't very, like, it didn't make much sense. And I know that Mike, when he's trying to keep it together, he's just talking. So that's why I voted for Mike. And like I said, I've been keeping it quiet because I've been observing, and now I'm starting to get some observations. I feel good about you being town, but you are chaotic as hell. Like, that's happening. But I still haven't voted for you because I just don't like voting for town. But I am weirded out by the lack of voting between Rian and Iggy, and then also the whole, like, the way Rian started, like, you know, when you said the whole thing about Rian and how she said, oh, I look sus or whatever, I'm starting to think that that might be, like, a meta play, but not a great one. Like, not a great one, but it's starting to feel like a meta play just based on what I've been seeing. And, like, if you're talking about a new person just not knowing what they're doing, a new person playing Mafia might try to make that kind of meta play and just, like, put it out there because they think it's a good play, but it might not be a good play.
I would really like to hear what Rishi and Ray would have to say as well.
Okay, wait, who was next though? Was it Rishi?
Rishi. Yeah, I just want to follow up on what Logan said too about being sus of Scar, Hugo, and Sora. I sort of felt like the opposite. I still kind of feel neutral on Hugo, and I felt pretty good about Scar and Sora being town. Before this round started, I was feeling a little bit, maybe not necessarily sus, but just kind of had my eyes on Iggy and kind of this corner, because this corner has kind of been pretty quiet. And I do find it a little interesting that as soon as we follow up around with our two successful Mafia kills that both Iggy and Bambi, I think you spoke up a second ago, it kind of felt like you guys both entered the game for the first time in a sort of meaningful way, which I think is just kind of noteworthy in terms of like somewhere some confidence came into like, all right, now in the game. And also the fact that Iggy didn't vote last round when I thought that Mike was a pretty smart kill, even though it's clear that he was down at this point. Yeah, those are my thoughts. I think we should start being careful about our votes now.
But Ray as well, because I don't want to make
Okay,
sure.
do Ray first and then. That's all right.
Yeah, I agree with a lot of what Hugo said, except for I think that killing Chaotic Town is probably the move, because the later the game goes, the more.
That's what Rishi said.
Yeah,
But-
it's just a bad vibe later, because the conversation is always going to be dominated by all the things that he said earlier on that were chaotic, so I don't really like that, which is why I voted for him. I also voted for Mike Hayes because I agree with you that we should have just killed someone at that point, because there's less people, there's more of a chance that by looking at who's voting, we can actually see like some opinions that mean something other than just going in circles about random shit.
2 minutes. Let's go to Logan after you also, and then Iggy.
I need to talk to you.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't see you.
I do agree with those points. My input on Scar and Hugs read-wise, again, I had a good read on Scar last game because the body language has the same exact one to me, so I believe he's town. Hugo as well, I've played with you a few times. When you're Mafia, you're a little more quiet, but you've been giving some good input here. And to go on to your point, I did speak up when the game first started actually, and I've been trying to actually do it at the same time. But I do feel when I dictate too much, it actually leads us like conversation astray. And I, as the medic last game, got killed and through the entire game. And I like basically told the wrong guy was Mafia and he was the cop. So like it was a pretty bad mistake. So to answer the questions. But before I get to you, with Logan staying alive, obviously I was like vouching against him last time. I kind of want to experiment and see what happens if a chaotic guy is alive to bring out the dust under the table. You know what
I feel like he's just getting people talking. I'm
Right.
ignoring all his calls, but it gets those people talking.
Yeah,
so
that's
I'll appreciate it.
Okay, I want to explain my voting. I did vote for Logan just because last round, I know it's more metagame shit, but last round when I was Mafia, I only wanted him to stay alive because the chaos was just so potent. And like H-Bot said, like it stirs up dust, but like there's a lot more dust in the air to like get in the way of the rest of the town's members. Like you're more likely to miss an accusation if you just like shoot in the dark, just by raw statistics. I didn't vote for Mike Hayes just on like a raw vibe read. I watched him really like just hawk-eyeing the hell out of everyone, including me. Like I saw him just like glare me down. Like the way he was scanning people just didn't seem like a Mafia boo. He wasn't looking for information like in any other way.
Let's go to Logan, Iggy, Rachel.
Okay.
We have too many hands up. We need to like make a motion after Rachel.
I usually remember the queue.
I was after H-Box and then it got
Yeah.
changed.
I just
I
want to say,
know.
Go ahead. And
look, just before that, a few people want to talk, so if people could please keep them want to say concise, because there's a lot of people who haven't talked this round, where Vish especially I want to hear from.
Okay,
But
I'll try to
there's
keep
like
it
a lot of
concise.
people waiting.
So 2 people died last round. So me and Svedic did not save someone or is dead. People were saying that they thought I could be a pretty good town, and I'm getting more confirmed to town. Anyways, what I'm gonna say about the information is I think I was wrong about my reads. Hugs and because if I was right and like people were starting to be like, oh, like town, whatever, and like I'm living, like I think I would probably just have died. Like I think I would have been like too close to the truth and been eradicated basically. So now I feel a little bit weirder about it. I still think Brienne is town. I feel weird about Ray. I feel really weird about Ray, but pathetic.
I may have misspoke, but I did want to say I don't remember saying that H-Box did speak, rather that he did dictate the conversation in line of how he spoke last time. So it wasn't that you didn't speak, it's just the way that you're speaking.
Okay.
That is simply it. I didn't vote for Mike simply because I don't like killing or voting on random town. I didn't vote at all on town last game. I didn't vote on Logan again this game. I just don't like voting. That is simply my reasoning.
No, it's real
Do you
quick.
wanna
So Mike didn't.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
2 people died last night, so Mike wasn't Mafia. I was thinking, you know, okay, the people who didn't vote for him kind of sus because he sounded sus, but I don't know if we established who's not Mafia.
Yeah, I was gonna ask who didn't.
Unless
vote.
Vigi
he's
shot,
down,
but I
so
don't think Vigi shot that early.
Who didn't vote for Mike? Just real quick.
Only me and Marianne.
No,
Oh, and Baby.
Huh, okay. Yeah, the main reason I voted for Mike, and the main reason I've been like more quiet, is because there's been a lot of people kind of dictating the pace. Not really dictating, but there's a lot of people that have been talking a lot. And I've had my hand raised a couple times, and you know I'm not gonna put too much effort into it if like other people are gonna be chatting about it. I'm like, all right, I can just observe people. I don't have any super strong vibes. I was like a little bit sus of Hugo, but so far he's been completely fine. I think there's a lot of newer players that we haven't played with, so we're just kind of like taking the vibe of the room.
Right.
And then also there's just a lot of people talking, so I just don't feel like I have too much to add that's like very potent on any particular person. So I've just been like, all right, well I'm not gonna.
I kind of just wanted to hear you talk, to be honest. I'm like a huge fan. No, I just want to see what you have to say, but that's fair enough.
Yeah.
Was it like, who was it next? It was,
I did want to say something.
And Bambi?
Yeah.
We've gone so long. We need a motion.
Yeah, because of that. So there were 3 people that were accused of being too quiet. 2 of them already spoken. The one person, Bambi, has been quiet all game. So it's either being completely silent as
I was
town,
trying to talk this
or
around.
just lurking
Bambi
in
was
the
trying to
background
talk.
being
I knew
quiet.
about
Motion, your motion.
Hey,
So give him a chance to
Bambi
speak.
did have his hand raised.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like, I understand he didn't get to say anything.
Yeah.
Who's it gonna be?
You're both right.
Speak the
I'll let him speak.
Okay. This round, the very beginning, Rishi accused me and Iggy jointly of like, you know, jumping in at this one spot when we were both like flustered about something. But I was actually contradicting Iggy and saying, no, I did hear H-Box do this thing. So I don't know if it's because like basically she was trying to target H-Box, right? And I was like, eh. So I don't know if it's fair to say that we're both sus for the same reason.
Do we have a motion?
Yeah. I also do want to say
Do we
that
have
like,
a motion?
Yeah, we need
I
a motion.
appreciate
I motion Iggy because there's a laugh in the night.
I'll second Iggy.
Okay, Iggy, what is your defense?
I didn't laugh in the night.
You did laugh in the
No,
night.
never.
I heard a laugh in the night. Somebody laughed in the night.
Someone definitely dropped a wheeze in the middle of the night while the Mafia were
Something
killing.
happened.
Sick. If I am town as fuck. I'm so sorry. I don't know your name. The one in the stripe.
Zane.
Zane. I trust him with my life. Hopefully, when I was talking about why I found HBox suspicious, I saw him nodding constantly. At least seeing that I had something to reflect on. Whether or not that is useful information, I trust. That is my only hard read is town. I hope that
I
is.
think it's so funny. Like, I trust you with my life, but what's your name?
Let's vote. Let's vote. Let's vote.
I don't think. I just think that.
Please
he's
raise
suspicious.
your
I don't
hand.
have
Put your
much.
heads down. Put your heads down and raise your hand if you would like to vote for Iggy. Okay. Yeah. Keep those hands up. Raise those hands. That is not enough votes.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Wait. Bambi, Direxpert, Rishi, HBox?
Yep.
I motion Ray, and I have a couple reasons for this. Been relatively quiet, voted on like every single person that was voted for. I think my case was definitely good.
The second?
Did you not vote the last person?
I didn't vote Logan the first time, and then I did vote the next two.
Did you vote this time for Iggy? I didn't see.
No,
Okay.
and then I didn't vote. So I didn't vote, I voted, I didn't vote.
Sorry, you continue.
Sorry.
Well, I think that she's been relatively quiet, and also like I just don't have any reads on like anyone else. Like there could be many like power groups in here, and I think it's a good idea to get some. I think.
Who did vote?
I
There's
think,
no second, right? So no, I did
I
vote
think
for
all the people that
Who
did
else
not
voted?
vote for Mike Hayes are good. Honestly.
Who didn't vote for my case?
Wait,
Who
this
voted-
is
who
we're not
voted for
talking
Iggy
again,
again? Who
right?
voted for Iggy
Mike's
again?
defense
I
was
did.
not good.
Bambi did. Who else voted for Iggy again? So
Iggy votes.
I vote for Iggy.
Who are the? Is anyone seconding
Bambi
Logan's
did.
motion? Are you seconding it?
No, they're asking
Scar's
who
asking
voted
who
for
voted
Iggy.
for
I'll motion Bambi.
I'll second that.
Yeah.
I second.
Okay.
Why
Bambi,
is
your
that?
defense.
Because you're voting to kill and you're not talking much.
That was my first vote to kill.
You're not.
Alright.
If you're,
I just caught Scar staring at me twice in the last 5 minutes. Both times I made eye contact, he immediately looked away. So I'm a little taken aback by this. I didn't vote for Mike Hayes. Hugs was sitting here saying, "Oh, I know Mike Hayes like that." He sounded nervous. I don't know Mike Hayes like that. He sounded kind of like he just didn't have anything to say to me, so it wasn't suspicious to me at all.
Okay.
Yeah. He's saying it's because I'm voting to kill, but that this was my first vote to kill.
It's arbitrary why.
Okay, sure.
So far, you've only deflected to Hugo.
I'm not deflecting to Hugo. I'm literally just saying, like, I didn't, like, from my perspective, I had no reason to vote for Mike Hayes. That's the one people were talking about before.
Sure.
I don't know.
Is it bedtime?
yeah. We gotta vote for Bambi. Yeah, we have to vote for Bambi. All right, heads down.
It was seconded. It was seconded.
It was seconded. Raise your hand. Heads down. Raise your hand if you'd like to vote for Bambi. 1. That is enough votes. Keep those hands up.
Oh,
Bambi is dead.
I didn't vote for you.
Who did not vote?
Me, I didn't vote.
I didn't vote.
Iggy and HBox?
Iggy, HBox, and Logan, right?
And Logan.
Okay. Good night, everyone. Go to bed.
Yeah.
Okay. Mafia. Look at me. Let me know who you want to kill. Thank you, Mafia. Investigator. Who would you like to investigate? Thank you, investigator. Healer. Look at me. Who would you like to heal tonight? Healer. Vigilante. Would you like to use your shot?
What was?
Don't worry about it. Do not ask for whom the bell tolls.
Jesus.
Thank you, bitch. Okay, good morning. 3 dots.
3 deaths?
Vid shut.
H-Box, Iggy, Logan. They've all passed away.
I want Pikachu because we're
We got Pikachu.
dire
Where's Pikachu?
straits.
Where's Pikachu?
Can I go first?
Yeah, go first.
I'm Vidge. I shot H-Box.
Okay.
I needed to, I have
But
information.
that lets us know that the other two were definitely town, and he might have not been. So yeah,
Right.
that's all.
What's your info, Scar?
My information is that people surrounding me have died 2 times.
I really wish we
I'm not even kidding. Like,
So what's the deal?
I think that's the question. What's the deal? Who's pointing at me?
I really want to hear what Vish has to say.
The longer this goes on, the more I'm sus of Hugo because
That's
I think
absurd.
that's
absurd.
I think also at the start now that I'm thinking about it, Scar did say something along the lines of me and Hugo kind of have this rivalry, kind of like setting up this narrative that oh man, you know, us being town, like I'm agreeing with him being town even though we're rivals, you know, haha. I feel like there's pretty strong kind of weird vibes here. And the fact that they haven't
I
died,
think he's playing me.
I
I'm
think
surprised that I'm not dead.
I think one of you is Mafia, if not both of you is my read.
No.
And I think the longer it goes on, the more sus it gets of them because Mafia usually KOs people that talk like these two. So I think it's one of these two. That's where I'm at. Yeah.
Well, Rachel was first though. But
Oh yeah, this may be dumb. Never played this game. I am investigator. H-Box was Mafia.
Fuck
You
yeah.
are town, and you are town.
Oh, fuck
Okay,
yes.
okay.
So
Let's go.
we
No,
have
Okay, wait. H-Box
we
Mafia, 1 kill power.
Yeah, we have 1 kill power.
Your
some
town
are
is
my
town.
town.
Your town is
You like
not
this?
town,
You
yes.
like this?
Wait,
Scar-
who else
Scar's
is town?
Scar is town. You are
Scar is
town.
town.
Okay,
Okay.
I think who else is town?
Wait, so who'd you claim? Who'd you claim?
And you are town.
You like that?
H-Box was Mafia. So that's all the
That's a
information
strong
I have.
town.
Yes!
So
Or we just lost the fucking game.
So here's why I'm okay, right? Because I know Bobby very well. We played Mafia a lot. This guy could read the fuck out of my
Oh,
soul.
now you're best friends.
No. Okay, whatever. But if I was Mafia, I would nuke this guy right the fuck away because I've dealt with him in Mafia before. I feel very comfortable being okay with Bobby. Okay, I've been a little sus of you throughout, and then now you're accusing me. That's fine. We've been communicating it privately, where I keep looking at you. I'm a little fishy about you. I'm still not sure I'm Brienne, and that's what I got. But I don't feel like me being cool with Bobby is the reason that I'm sus. I have been communicating. I am coming into this now.
Now.
Yeah, now. And the last one.
It's a
I was also
ghost.
talking about. I just wanted to talk because now I'm starting to have observations.
I feel like the longer it
So-
goes on.
Who did you say was innocent?
It's like
Josh.
these three.
Josh and
Yeah,
Scar.
three.
Can you
Well,
tilt it forward?
And then
Rachel,
if you
herself
And then, well,
as
Vigi,
the cop.
Rachel, Josh.
So it's either that we know.
Oh, yeah.
So, but with that, H-Box is also confirmed Mafia.
Confirmed.
Yeah.
Okay, so if that's the case, then there's 2 Mafia left, and it was. So it's Hugo.
Do we
me,
win
Vish,
mathematically?
Rishi.
what?
Do we win mathematically at this point?
The
At the end of the
town?
math. Yeah, if like there's
Okay,
only
okay.
2 Mafia left and we just like you four are confirmed. You 4 are confirmed.
No.
No, well you 4 are confirmed. Well, if we believe
Who's
that
the
she is
fourth?
cop,
Yeah.
and we believe that you're Vigi, then it's
But you
you
four?
3 and then Bobby are 4.
But if it does turn
That's
out.
4. I don't.
If it does turn out that she's lying, Mafia still have 2 kill power. We kill one person, Mafia kill 2, the game ends.
Yeah, if you don't believe
So this is fully agreeing that Rachel's investigating.
Right, basically
Yeah,
next
I'm
turn
s-
we'll find out.
Yeah.
Unless you're skeptical.
Do you guys want to swag kill?
Me?
Can we swag
I'm
kill?
inclined to say.
I don't think we're that ahead.
No,
We're not that ahead.
We're one step ahead, let's start.
We're not that
I want to
ahead.
swag kill Rishi. Is that fucked?
Yes.
Why do you think it's Rishi?
Dude, the vibes are off.
And
And also, I feel like
Rishi. Don't try to read Rishi.
no, you don't reckon?
I've been down this road. Confirm why we're both town. Maybe you get Rishi, but maybe you don't. I just don't even play at that table.
Is it even worth it if we bink him? It's not even worth like if
And
he is
if you want
Mafia.
to swag kill somebody else.
What do you think about this? What does this mean? He likes it. Okay.
It's not time for a victory. Dude, Mafia's slippery.
I think
Can't do a victory lap just yet, my friend.
I think
Imagine.
right now, I'll voice my thoughts from the beginning of the round and how it's changed since then. The beginning of the round, I thought that Rachel was the most dangerous player in this game so far because she was the quietest. I don't think a new player in Mafia would make up 3 checks, so I think you're basically guaranteed town.
Unless I'm base as fuck.
In which case,
deserves it at that point.
In which case we deserve
But
to lose.
you still had a hard guess. 2 people are definitely town.
Yeah.
Like, and not a roll. I mean, you know.
So following that, I think the remaining people that are dangerous, I think you're a little dangerous. Tiny bit on Rian.
Yeah, I agree.
And Zane, you're a little stressed, but I
I
think
think
you
Zane was
confirmed-
stressed because it was not looking good for a second.
But I also think you've confirmed yourself as town, because
Yeah.
I can't fathom why you
I
would make
agree.
up a Vigi shot.
There's
with
an
3
insane
die.
world where he was Mafia, killed the vigilante, and the vigilante like swag bulleted on the way out, and then claimed that he shot.
Yeah, but
the
that's
guy.
too.
but I have to
That's
know I
too.
killed
No,
hard.
that's just custom.
Yeah,
If you are doing
I'm
that.
not.
Yeah.
You've never played me. I'm not custom.
Yeah, he wouldn't do it. No, he wouldn't.
I'm just stressed out because one of us should probably die tonight, or like one of the 4 people, so I want to figure out what I'm saying. And I was also counting because it's not mathematically win. It's 9 people, so if 2 town die each night, 2 Mafia.
I just want to quickly throw in, if
Right.
Medic's still alive,
If Hbox was Mafia, he is.
Yeah, but then it's 2 town die, 2 town die, 2 town die.
No, it's only one. It's only
It's
one.
no, you count a misvote and
Okay.
a kill. So
We
2
don't
town
have
die.
to vote though. Got it.
Yeah, we
If
don't.
we
But,
don't
but I'm just
vote,
saying
we're
it's
safe.
not
Town
mathematically.
would probably camp.
But we can't.
Right. Yeah.
Oh.
We can't.
That's the play.
All
This
I'm saying is we
situation-
can't
I can't myself to do
mathematically
it, dude.
eliminate to solve the game. We can't do that.
can
Like
I
that's
just
not how
say
it is.
one quick thing? It's very quick.
I want to talk just because I'm gonna die probably. Or
Medic's saying very true, so I was going to say.
Yeah. Well.
That's
one of
a,
us
yeah,
is.
you got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was just gonna say that the one thing that I have going right now is I feel like Mafia, and this is why I shot Hbox. I forget who said it pretty early. It was actually Persephone, and I thought it was pretty smart that it was probably experienced Mafia because they were killing off the not experienced players who don't attract a lot of attention. And I hate to single you out, but Jerexpert, you are like one of the people around who is, who is a VIP and who is like not as well known, and just following the pattern of who has died, like who they have killed, Mafia, it has not been super well known people. So that's just unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm
Wait,
shocked that I'm alive.
What does that mean?
Mafia have been killing the more well known personalities. Sorry, the less well known personalities.
You're
in general.
throwing sus
On Jerexpert, yeah, for the fact that and just he's been a little quiet too.
Which, can I say something? So it's not, I'm not new to the game. I played a lot of game my own time. This is just the first time that I'm playing here.
Yeah.
So I would probably know who the smart players are. Refute that claim.
Oh, I wasn't saying. Sorry, yeah, I wasn't saying you're not a smart player.
I mean, no, not that. Just like that. That I am town, but like I don't know how else to put that. I did.
Motion
I-
to
I-
kill Joe Expert. Motion.
You actually agreed with him.
That's a motion.
I did.
That's a motion.
Right.
It's time for defense.
Okay, now it's your defense.
Okay.
Oh, it's hot like
Yeah, so
Yeah.
my defense is that
little bit.
so whenever Rachel came out as cop, I thought that I was kind of taken back because I didn't think I thought the cop was already dead at that point. So I was a little suspicious, and I was convinced that Hugo was also town, but then and I'm also convinced Scar's town, but then suspicion was thrown back on Hugo, and I'm just like it didn't make sense with what I was thinking. So I was a little suspicious with that. Now with your points, I don't really have anything to combat it. Otherwise, that wasn't anything I was thinking.
Yeah, that's what it means.
I'm just town, and that's really all I gotta say.
All right, thank you.
You said a whole lot of nothing.
Scar voted and you seconded, right?
Okay, hands down.
Turn here.
Please raise your hand if you would like to vote for Jerexpert. That is everyone. Goodbye, Jerexpert.
Do we have to go to bed?
Like I
to
said,
say
go to
something.
bed
You
now.
have to go to bed.
We gotta go to bed.
Okay,
It's the worst, I know.
Mafia. Look at me, please. Mafia, who would you like to kill tonight? Mafia. Investigator, who would you like to investigate? Thank you, investigator. Healer, who would you like to heal? Thank you, healer. Vigilante, you did your thing. Good morning, all of you. No one's dead.
Oh.
Nice.
Kill him.
One thing I want.
Kill Rishi?
Yeah.
Oh, he's
Oh,
just
I have a few things I want to say.
Rishi, is anybody else? Is he the last one? Did he crack?
I think we did.
I guess we'll find out.
You wanna wait to find out? If you tell us now, it'll be hype. We can hug. The catharsis is right here.
Well, dude, it wasn't on a plane with you.
He's trying so hard.
Just shake it,
This is gonna be the best analog episode of all time, Rishi.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, let's just get him.
Yeah.
Swag kill! I told you!
All right, Rishi, what's your defense?
The best defense is a good offense.
Thank you for that. I think
Let's
that
go.
was Vince Lombardi or some shit. Heads down. Please raise your hand if you'd like to vote to kill Rishi. Another unanimous vote, and Rishi is dead. We are going to bed again.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. Mafia. Who would you like to kill tonight? Thank you, Mafia. Investigator. Who would you like to investigate? Thank you, Investigator. Healer. Who would you like to heal? Thank you, Healer. Vigi? Good morning, no one's dead again.
Insane.
Kill.
Wait. Right now, who's the medic? Who's the medic?
Who did you say?
Yourself?
Who did you say?
I saved her, and then I saved me.
We are the goated power
You fucked up.
Look at that.
Fucked up.
Do we want to do it for a big?
You fucked up.
Yeah, just.
So,
Should we do the
when-
vote?
for the last round, we were not
It's just
voting
GG,
to
right? We're
kill
done.
Rachel. We were voting to kill Sora. I was voting to kill Sora. I was
You
rooting for Sora.
disagreed.
I
You
doubled
pointed
down
at
with
different
it.
people.
Is Mikey at the end of the day is the true mafia?
Town wins.
We were trying to kill
bullshit.
No,
Sora.
do you guys actually know what I wanted to do? We're the best! I wanted to say, I was gonna say. You're gonna say myself.
I'm sorry, I doubted you. I'm sorry, I doubted you.
It's for the cause.
You did it.
I knew you two were innocent. I got it.
Good
shot.
Town on your back.
Town on your back.